The purpose of the Competency Task Force is to develop a competency framework for licensure for NCARB.
The definition of competency is sort of the core of what we do. So it's incredibly important. It sets the framework for all of the work that NCARB does.
The competency work is incredibly important for what we do here at NCARB because it's really going to create that universal baseline, both internally and externally out in the marketplace for individuals to understand what it takes to become a newly licensed architect.
If we're going to license people to protect the public health, safety, and welfare, then we have to have a process by which we can determine if they're competent or not to do that.
It's important that every 8 years or so we look at the practice and see how the practice is changing. If the practice changes, then the competencies must change for a person that's practicing independently.
It's important for future generations of architects and the public to know that we're keeping up with changes in the profession, changes in society, changes in buildings and construction to make sure we're providing the best health, safety, and welfare protections that we can.
To be able to concisely describe and define the competencies that are required for licensure is going to be able to support the development of NCARB's programs going forward.
That is the fundamental foundation of everything that NCARB will be developing future programming for, changing the current state of programming, as well as how other institutions, organizations, and certainly professionals look at how they are interacting with the profession.
I feel like this work will help facilitate future alternate pathways through licensure, and to me, I think that's the future.
At this point, I don't think we have to limit ourselves where it can go. We just have to be willing to allow it to evolve.
We'll be able to go back to these competencies as a common standard that we'll be able to use to evaluate candidates against no matter what pathway they take to licensure.